The state of art is a barometer by which the necessity of a research topic is measured. To whom is it directed? What impact will this research bring to those groups of people? It examines why this research must be performed now and addresses what knowledge gaps it will fill. Saxophone without mouthpiece techniques have been employed in contemporary composition since the 1980s. However, a fully realized, researched, centralized, open source, and dedicated understanding or knowledge of these techniques is yet to exist. While several historically important figures such as Daniel Kinsey, Jean-Marie Landex, Marie-Bernadette Charrier, Marcus Weiss, and Giorgio Netti have discussed them in published books, there remain significant gaps in the profound comprehension of these techniques. For whom is this research meant? First, for performers who are puzzled by how to approach the techniques in their practice. In most pedagogical institutions, a systematic approach to these techniques is still lacking today. Ultimately, the performer is left to wonder about creating consistency in how they function and how to produce them reliably. What is ultimately missing is a centralized hub where practical, technical, artistic, and aesthetic knowledge for performers and educators is collected and made accessible. However, not only performers can benefit from this research project. All topics addressed here are also useful for composers. If performers are unintentional about how to produce saxophone without mouthpiece techniques consistently and effectively, then how are composers to write and use them in their works? Many composers are forced to do their own in-depth research into these techniques to understand even how to begin to work with them. Notation also poses historically and continuously contentious issues here. There is a lack of a better thought-through notation system for writing these techniques. While notation can be seen as a highly individualized and personal matter, a system that gives more structure could be in place so that saxophonists have the tools to recognize and easily adapt to the notation system chosen by a composer. A more standardized structure model would, in this case, be helpful. Therefore, one will be presented should a composer wish to use it, or purposefully deviate from it, depending on their personal thoughts and ideology on notation.